Imagine a system where there is always an extra player, a manager so obsessed with control that even his goalkeeper plays an active role in the build-up. This is the crazy tactic of Enzo Maresca. Once doubted about his ability to manage top clubs in the Premier League, he's already silenced the critics within a few short months in charge of Chelsea. By implementing tactics like the box midfield, he not only plays beautiful possession-based football, but has created one of the deadliest attacking teams in the league. So, what exactly is this system that made Chelsea instant title contenders? And why is it so hard to defend? Let's find out in this video. One of Maresca's core principles is to make the pitch as wide as possible, creating space for his players to attack. He achieves this by having players hugging the touchline at specific times when his team is in possession. This is known as the maximum width approach. By using this tactic, the team can recognize the opposition's defense and create space in zones that would normally be inaccessible if players occupied narrower positions. For example, when building from the back, the fullbacks will hug the touchlines to create width, while the center backs start on either side of the keeper. The number 8 will then drop deeper to form a double pivot with the holding midfielder, and together they squeeze tightly in this central zone. Having the fullbacks as wide as possible and the pivots in these narrow areas frees up space in these central channels that the team can occupy using third-man passes to bypass the opposition's press. These channels in particular are important to Maresca as he prioritizes central possession, and you will often see the center backs drifting into these channels to receive the ball as the keeper is being charged down. Also, depending on the side of the pitch that Chelsea is building from, the striker, the number 10 or the winger will shift into these areas to provide support, while the winger on the opposite side will remain wide and open for a switch in play, which can create deadly V1 scenarios against the opposition's fullback. As the play progresses into the second phase, we can see another of Maresca's core principles come into play. In a previous interview, Maresca stated that he always wants his team to have an advantage on the ball. So as the team bypasses the initial press, he instructs one of the fullbacks to invert infield, freeing up one of the midfielders and allowing them to join the attack. This changes the team's shape to the well-known 3-2-5 formation and creates a box in midfield. The box instantly provides Chelsea with a one more advantage against opposition who defend with 3 players in the center of the pitch and allows them to control the flow of the game. However, while it creates the numerical advantage in the middle, more and more teams are becoming resistant to the box midfield by applying intense man-to-man press during the build-up phase, and by doing this they can trigger defensive errors, and this caused Chelsea to concede few goals at the start of the season. So to solve this, Maresca instructs his keeper to play an active role in this stage of the build-up as well. So it is not uncommon to see the keeper advancing higher than normal to receive a pass or initiating a quick counter-attack. So if the opposition decides to go man-to-man in their press, then the back 3 will stretch their shape to create space for the keeper to step up and act as a 4th defender, which gives Chelsea an advantage and re-establishes their numerical superiority. And the only way that the opposition can combat this is to commit even more players forward, but this subsequently leaves huge gaps in their defensive shape, allowing Chelsea to target the spaces behind and create a deadly 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 1 scenarios with the long balls over the top. Due to this threat, many teams will choose not to press, instead reverting to a compact shape in a defensive low block. This means that Maresca's team has achieved control in the build-up but lost their additional advantage in midfield. When this happens, the 4 players in the box are normally man-marked, so it is the role of the striker to then drop deep and occupy this area in midfield, creating a versus overload and restoring the additional advantage. This also has the effect of drawing one of the center defenders towards the striker, thus leaving the defense 1 versus 1 against the winger wingers, and it opens space that can easily be exploited with accurately weighted through balls. Another reason that Maresca uses this shape is the defensive stability it provides. If the team loses the ball in the build-up, then instead of reverting to a back four, he instructs his team to maintain the shape and initiate an aggressive press, leading to high turnovers. And when they regain possession of the ball, the close proximity of the players allows the team to quickly transition into the counter-attack. By using this system, it has made him one of the top managers right now, though he still has some backline issues.